I just left Walmart. I bought one bag. One. Look. One bag. $115 later. What the did I buy?
TikTok. Let me show y'all what y'all did. I'm in Walmart right now. Look at this. 32 for the ages now. Cause of y'all.
Let me tell you guys something. Americans right now can't even afford groceries. Like every single time I go to the grocery store, like I'm spending like $200 just for like a third of a cart, and it really lasts me like a week and a half. Like everything's so expensive. Like you're telling me a jar of pickles is like $8.50 a tin? What in the world is going on here? It's getting to a point where Americans right now are so broke. They can't even afford groceries, okay? And right now, many Americans are saying that they're trying to be as frugal as possible because they simply can't afford the cost of food. Like you're telling me a bag of Doritos is almost $10? A lot of this stuff is starting to not make any sense. Check out some of these videos.
Is anyone else noticing their grocery bill going up a lot? Because I shop at Sprouts 90% of the time. And I used to spend about $100 for 2 bags of groceries. That would probably be roughly 2 to 3 days worth of food for me and my family. And that's gone from $100 to like $140, $150 now. And that's a big jump. I mean, I know tariffs and everything going into effect, prices are supposed to rise, but that's a lot. That's like a 50% increase in the span of, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months. Just wondering if anyone else is noticing that. And by the way, how are people affording this? Like if you're someone who needs to be on a strict grocery budget every month, like how do you account for that? That's a huge price increase. It's crazy.
Not gonna lie, I really do feel like the prices to meal prep is more expensive than eating out now. Why'd I just spend $200 if we're trying to meal prep for 2 weeks? I could have did that eating out.
So you telling me I need to be rich now to go to Walmart? That's basically what you telling me right now. I need to be rich to go to Walmart. Cause why in the hell did I just go to Walmart and spent like $175 for like 7 bags, bro? What? I can't even go to Walmart no more with less than $100. Back in the day, I used to be able to go to Walmart with $100 and be good for like 2 weeks. These days, bro, you need to be practically rich or you might be in jeopardy of not eating for the next week. Why? Why, bro? Why? What am I buying, bro, that costs that much money, dog? I'm just buying a couple of groceries, bro. You spend $100 now, but that's just for the day and tomorrow. That's it. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. At this rate, bro, I'm gonna be broke. I don't make the kind of money to be fucking with y'all like this, Walmart. I don't make this kind of money to be talking about coming to see y'all every other day with $100, bro. You do the math on that, boy. Look at here, boy. You buy about $400 a week, boy. $400 a week in Walmart, bro, on a couple of groceries, bro. You telling me I'm about to be in jeopardy of not being able to eat? This shit is insane, bro. I need answers, man. They might be overpricing me or overranking me for something, bro. Cause ain't no way you telling me that these little 7, 8 items cost $100, bro. Noodles, $12. Bro, noodles used to be $1, bro. Lunch meat, couple pints of chicken, some soup, some beefaroni, some ravioli, some cereal, some milk, some cheese, $100. Damn! Tell me you haven't went to Walmart, put your little cart around, you like, okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart real quick, grab me a couple things, this and that, bam, get to the register, they ring your shit up, 110, 120, 130, bitch, 140, bitch. Hi! Tell me I'm lying now. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I ain't got no wings. Y'all know I ain't lying, bro.
I'm about to show y'all how much 7 items cost me at Walmart. That's how much it cost me, y'all.
$90.
Yeah.
See, my thing, here we go. Nah, bro. Watch out.
We had to take that off because I found it on Amazon for cheaper. Look at this shit.
I just went to the grocery store and got 5 things, and these 5 things total $50. I got 3 things of butter, vinaigrette, and a thing of paper towels. There's no way on God's green earth that 5 things should total $50.
Everything sucks. Just kidding.
Where'd you go?
Sam's.
Did you spend a lot?
Too much. Shit's expensive. I still got more out there, Evan. I know.
Just left ShopRite and I got four things. Let me show you what I got. Coffee, cilantro, a little heavy cream, and coffee creamer. How much do you think I spent? That's all I gotta say.
So for the sake of arguments, we're going to show you guys how expensive groceries are today, but go back and watch her video, of course, if you want to. We're going to be talking about food and how it's raised in price. Her video is going to give you some information on her grocery list, what she's buying, and how much it costs. And I'm not going to give a lot of context in this video, but I am going to say that she got maybe a week's worth of food. It was about $90, $96. And I want everyone to think about that when they want to throw stones at people on food stamps, when they want to talk bad about people on food stamps. People on food stamps, I can say, because I am in college, I am receiving food stamps. Most college students can receive food stamps. Just because even if you pay for food on campus, it's, depending on your college, it's probably trash. I know I see the videos of what people get served at Yale, and yeah, you don't get served that at other colleges. You get like cereal and milk. But people on food stamps have to survive on like $100 a week. I know for me and my son, I only get like $405 a month. So we have to spend exactly $100 on groceries each week. And I was break down crying the other night because he asked if I could send him lunch at school, because he's starving when he gets here. He's eating me out of house and home, and he's not eating his lunch at school. And when I seen what they were serving him for breakfast, I was like, wow, things have really fell off since I went to school, and my school lunches were trash too. So I'm sitting here trying to budget, and I realize that the only way I can send him lunch at school is if I eat one meal a day. Isn't good because I have a lot of health problems, and my doctor already told me that I'm not eating enough to lose weight. Doesn't matter what I do, because when you're not eating that much, you're gonna store everything as fat. And people still aren't getting it. They still want to blame people on EBT and blame people on welfare. And they don't want to accept that it is corporate greed. They don't want to accept that people on food stamps aren't eating good. They're buying those chips because those chips are cheap. They're buying ramen noodles because they're cheap. They're not able to eat healthy. I mean, after seeing her video, I don't even know how I budget our food. I know it's hard. I know I have to really go in there and budget. It's hard work. It takes me at least 2 hours to figure out my grocery list each month. And you want to know why it takes 2 hours? Because I can't keep the same grocery list. The prices keep raising. So the same list that I could afford 6 months ago, I can't afford now. And the same list that I could afford a year ago, I can't afford now. And I'm having to sit there and think, what can I cut? What can I do? And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that everybody is sitting here blaming each other. When there are literal CEOs, the CEO of Walmart makes so much money. They make so much money, and then they get a kickback for all of their employees being on EBT. Because yes, a majority of Walmart employees are on EBT because they're not getting paid enough. But you want to blame EBT recipients and call them lazy when they're working. We've got to get a handle. We have got to get a handle on the older generation that's not understanding this. I don't know how much harder we can beat this in their head. When they're going to the store, they're so brainwashed that they're seeing everything we're seeing, and it's not even registering to them. They're so envious when they see somebody with a cart full of food, not realizing that cart has to last them a whole month. Yeah, that woman might have a cart full of food, but she's got 3 kids behind her, and she's got to try to feed herself and all them kids. If it's hard for a single person in America that has no kids, what do you think it is like for people that have kids? And that's why on income tax, people with kids get more money. People with dependents get more money because we are paying a lot more taxes than everybody else. Because having a kid is expensive. And other factors, but we're not getting into taxes. I mainly just want to make a video to let people know that people that are on disability right now, that are on SSI, that are on EBT, they're not doing good. You should check on your friends. Because I know as far as I go, I'm going to be eating once a day. Luckily for me, I do tarot card readings on the side, and I make some money. But guess what? Guess what? When I report this to the EBT people, because I don't want to be put in prison, they lower my food stamps. I think 2 people are supposed to get like $4.25 a month, and we get right at $4 because I do a few tarot card readings. No, we can't make any side money. We can't do anything to help us. In fact, if I make even $25 more than I did last month, they're going to take $50 away from my food stamps. I don't know how that makes sense, but somehow it does. Let's quit hating on each other and throwing stones at each other and start looking at the big picture. Start looking at how much these Walmart CEOs are making, how much their workers are making, and why the food is actually getting hiked up in price. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking for Americans to start having compassion for each other and start actually trying to see what it's like in that other person's shoes. And I'm sorry that I rambled.
I'm just genuinely curious. How much is everyone spending on groceries each week? We're 2 adults and a toddler and a dog, and we budget $250, which just feels like it's so much. But honestly, some weeks we even just go over it, especially those weeks where you have to stock up on all that sort of bulk stuff like oil or nappies or whatever it is. So yeah, I just want to know, is $250 a week for our family outrageous, or is that what everyone else is doing? If you have any other saving hacks, how you get your groceries down, would also love to know that. Yeah, it just feels crazy.
I know y'all come to just argue, but you did this on a video where I showed multiple items were significantly cheaper at Publix than Walmart. I mean, get a grip.
How much money do you guys spend on your grocery bill? Because me, I feel like if I didn't care about what I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body and what the ingredients say on the back of labels, I could really get a whole lot of food for cheap, but I pay too much attention to the ingredients. Like the foods that I buy, it can't have any seed oils in it, it can't have any gums in it, it can't have any preservatives in it. It can't have anything that I don't know how to pronounce. It just has to be like clean, real, healthy ingredients. Nothing with added sugars. If it's gonna be a sugar, it gotta be like coconut sugar or honey in it. Whatever I'm eating, something like that. As far as beef, I try to buy organic grass-fed beef. As far as salmon and shrimp, I try to buy like wild caught shrimp and wild caught sockeye salmon, but most of my shrimp has been like regular. I know sometimes when you buy shrimp, on the back of it it'll say the ingredient shrimp, some type of preservative and salt. Mine just gotta strictly say shrimp. What else? And if I want some like snacks, this like for instance, if I want like some chips, it just gotta say potatoes and extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. No sunflower oil, no palm oil, none of that.
Public supermarket. Count your days. I moved to a new city, and when I tell you I've gone to 2 different Publixes, and this is the first time in a very long time I've ever had to return something that I purchased that is sold by Publix to Publix. So the first thing I had to return was their their seasonal lemonade that's in the deli, because apparently somebody had it was a go back. Somebody had put it back on the shelf, and by the time I brought it home, it had sat out and it was sour. So when I opened it and I was drinking it, I was mixing it with stuff. So I didn't really taste how sour it was until I decided one day to individually drink it, and then I let it sit out on the counter, and that entire bottle expanded within less than 2 hours. Took it back to Publix. The guy said, yeah, that's not normal, and gave me a refund for that. But this time, Publix, I don't understand how this happens, okay? And I'm very skeptical about buying meat from non-butcher places in the first place. But why did I buy this meat? I bought some steak, some beef, in order to make Philly cheesesteaks. This meat is brown. I picked it up, and this is the back side of it. The front side, they show you the pretty color, the red color, but the rest of it is brown. And then the sell by date that's on here, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all, is April 13th. Today is April 7th. What is this? Why is it so brown? This is not normal. Why is the front side pink and the back side, every piece is brown? One thing we're not gonna do is play like Groceries is cheap. And I used to work at Sam's, so I know like when stuff has sat out for a long periodically time. So I'm not finna let you give that to me. I don't even understand why some places sell certain things after they sat out for a certain amount of time. Because trying to sell it just to get the money from it when you didn't have the employees or the staff to actually put the stuff back, that's your fault. And I'm not about to eat this and get sick. So come with me to Publix to return the food that we just bought. So they don't have anymore, and I'm very skeptical about buying this other $10 pack that they have. I did get my money back, but the lady basically said the same thing I said, that the sale date wasn't until the 13th, so that meat must have been really bad because of the way that it looked. And they only have one other pack. I'm very skeptical about getting it, so I'm gonna try one of these other Publixes or a Winn-Dixie, because I'm not trying to get sick. So crazy things, same sell by date, okay? So we're going to see if this meat on the back side of it is brown, because at this point, I really think I am done with Publix. Maybe it's just me, because this is the same thing. Does anybody else's meat look like this when they go to the store? This is better than the Publix one that I picked up. But, I mean, I just feel like it shouldn't look like this. I gotta eat tonight, so needless to say, I will only be buying meat from a butcher shop. I'm no longer buying meat from these grocers. This is why I usually just stick to lamb.
Restaurants and fast food places have lost their minds. Absolutely crazy. This is my total from the Papa John's app yesterday when I was trying to order for our family a single large pizza, 3 toppings, a single cheese pizza, medium, just cheese, breadsticks, and a 16-count of wings. This is before tip, guys. $98.86. Are you kidding? Like, how do they expect us to live with these prices? This is insanity. Little Caesars, $6. Ready to go. Just go grab 2 of them right there. Walk in and be like, hey, I need a couple hot and ready. Oh, we got a pepperoni and a sausage. Take them. Thanks. Not as good as Papa John's. $12. Look at this. You can't get anything anymore for a reasonable price. I'm only going out to eat at local places now. We got a bowling alley down the street from our house. It's got a diner on the...
You want to see what $105 gets you here in Oregon? Let me show you a better view. Gotta love the cost of living these days.
I bought chips today. I bought chips today because I have people coming over tomorrow. I never buy chips. This is why. $7.29? $7.29 for Ruffles these days. Barbecue chips, $6.19. And this was at Walmart. Like, they can't possibly get any less expensive anywhere else. When did chips get so expensive?
Have y'all seen the video of the guy reordering his groceries from like, I think 2021 to see how much more expensive they've gotten? Because I just did that with a Walmart order that I placed back in September of 2021. So like literally 3 years ago. It's crazy. I just have to show you. Okay, so on the left is the old order. I paid $68.59 for 13 items. I clicked to place the same order, and today it's $83.60, which I know isn't like terribly more expensive. Like his was like ridiculously more expensive, but that's still a 22% increase in inflation. They're out here trying to tell us inflation's like 3%. Like, have y'all been to the Walmart lately? It is getting way too expensive to be alive. Let me tell you what.